To whoever is on this frequency, listen good and listen well, for I am about to tell you the fate that awaits a woman who wakes up lying naked on top of a contraption, a modified maternity chair. This chair is made of steel. Her legs and waist are secured with cufflinks. Her body movement is limited, but her arms are free. 2 bags of blood is injected into her veins, preventing excessive blood loss. A lifeline. Her mouth is joined with stitches with thin metal wires, preventing her to scream nor open them. Her head is placed inside a modified hydraulic press, and in a few minutes' time, if she fails to stop it, will begin to close and crush her head. On her neck is a modified collar device, which requires 3 keys for the lock to be released. But the question is, where are the keys? On top of her are 2 switches. To the left is freedom, to the right is live. But first, let me tell you why she is in such an ordeal. This woman was a doctor, an obstetrician, a specialist with the qualifications of delivering newborns to this world. She has performed many successful interventions, and not one did she fail. However, she became a healer, a faith healer. She used her profession, her skills, to scam people, and she had the audacity and used her mouth to preach. The riches and fame it brought her is overwhelming. All she had to do is to dig into people's bellies and pretend to take out their innards, their sickness. She fooled everyone, while her followers watch in awe. Moreover, she has a secret. From an obstetrician to an abortionist, she used her expertise very well, for her clients are special, from priests to politicians, and she is very discreet. Nobody knew about this secret, but how many infants had she killed? I know what you're thinking. How did she dispose of the fetuses? It was easy. She sold them to the black market, and when she couldn't sell them, she served them to her unknowing loyal followers. Enough said. The timer has begun. The gears are now turning, little by little. The press is closing in. She's looking from left to right. She wanted to scream, but she couldn't. Her mouth bleeds from the stitches. Panic and confusion sets in. She reaches for the right switch, live. But as she extended her arm, she felt a sharp pain in her belly. She ran her hands on it. She noticed that it is protruding. Something has been stitched inside of her belly. Too bad she couldn't scream. She pulls the right switch, providing her with a box cutter. She tried to cut the stitches on her mouth, but she couldn't cut the metal wires, tearing her lips further. She grabbed her belly instead. She knows what she had to do. She wanted to escape. Time is of the essence. The device is closing in. She began cutting the stitches below her navel. It hurts her real bad. There are 15 stitches required for a C-section. She has to cut 21 stitches. The number of abortions she performed on her first week, one by one, as she bleeds profusely. Incredibly, she was able to cut all of them. Now all she has to do is dig inside her own innards, where the keys are buried. She needs to stay awake She mustn't pass out. She started digging until she got something, a baby doll. She was creeped out by the sight of it, and just like the fetuses, she threw it away. She continued to dig and dig. Her muffled scream is deafening. She found one of the keys and used it. The lock clicks. Now, she has 2 more keys to find. She can't dig much because the cut was too small. It limits the movement of her hands. So she decided to use the box cutter and slice her belly more, making her bleed excessively. She has to make haste. The device is closing in more and more until she found another key. She inserts it into the keyhole and turns it. The lock clicks again. Now, she has 1 more key to find. She's covered in blood. Her blood bags are almost empty. She digs again and again and again. She's flustered. Her body trembles with fear and pain. She saw the left switch. Freedom. Why didn't she pull it before? It must be there to set her free from this damn contraption. She pulls it. The monitor turns on instead, revealing everything she did, and showing her as the subject. But she couldn't care less. All she wants now is to live. A large mirror came out of the ceiling to help her see what she's doing. She was horrified to what she saw, how her organs were scattered across her body. She freaks out. She continued to dig inside her belly, pulling out her guts while looking at her own reflection. However, she couldn't find the key. The device is touching her ears. Time is almost up. But then, in the reflection, she saw the baby doll. She now realized why she couldn't find the key, as the last key was at the back of the baby doll. That baby doll was her salvation. Had she not treated every child like it was trash, then she might have survived. She smiled and laughed as the device continued to close, slowly crushing her head. The machine stops as her lifeless body filled the room with silence. The people saw what happened, the horror they witnessed. Will they feel pity? Will they feel anger? Did she deserve this punishment? No more victims, no more people to deceive, no more innocent lives to take. There will always be those who will replace her, but she will serve as an example, or they may wake up inside an empty room and find themselves trapped. Subscribe for more. Speak soon.